You're falling apart. Santa, guys, we apologize. Santa's been drinking. He's here for the holidays.
Oh, welcome everybody. Hello.
Hey, it's your show, Santa.
This is the NWA, and this is the podcast celebrating the past, present, future, history, legacy, and tradition of the greatest pro wrestling entity of all time. Of course, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance.
How long do you think?
How long are you gonna do that?
Well,
I hope the whole time. I hope it kills him inside, and
Wow.
he suffers greatly for his art. Because Santa only
Jesus
has
Christ.
one day a year, and if he can't get through just one podcast being Santa, then Santa's let us down.
you act as though this is not the real Santa, young Kyle. Well,
That's why you're
joke's
on
on you. This
Santa,
is
you
him.
sound just like I remember you from the Fruity Pebbles commercial, where they steal the Fruity Pebbles and
Say you'll
Barney.
shoot your eye out.
I hate that movie. By the way,
What?
unpopular opinion: A Christmas Story. Is that the name of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Horrible.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
I'm
fan
not a
either,
fan of it
Kyle.
either, but-
That's
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Horrible. It's just a series of skits
Whoa.
put together loosely and tried to make into a narrative.
What's your
It's
favorite
not
Christmas movie? And don't say
Wow,
Die Hard.
Kyle.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard, probably.
Love Actually.
What is it?
Oh,
Love Actually.
that kind of checks out. That actually checks out from what I know about you.
Yeah, with all that heat coming, I thought you were going to say Die Hard or Silent Night, Deadly Night or something.
Apollo
Die
I
Hard.
didn't think you
13.
were going to come.
Die
I didn't
Hard's
think you were
good.
going to come act like
I'm
that.
a
and
big
then-
fan of Black
Serendipity's kind of
Christmas.
a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but
Santa,
I didn't think
Santa
you were going
loves
to get
death.
crazy
Santa's
and
a
then
dark
drop
guy.
in a rom-com. But I'm not a fan of a Christmas. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas Story either. But growing up in Cleveland, it's a Cleveland movie because it's supposed to happen in Indiana, but it's all shot in Cleveland.
Gotcha.
And so,
Gotcha.
like the Tower City is where they go to see Santa and all that. I've actually been in that Chinese restaurant. It's a bar now.
Oh, cool.
We call
Let's
it the
take
Chinese
a moment
bar,
if
but
we could. I know
Hey,
we're
there's
all
another
enjoying
Kyle
this.
in the chat from Ohio. Look at
We're
that.
all discussing our movie picks. But
Where?
yes,
I don't see
Heather
anything.
Hudley is here. Did you see that? Scott Bober, Media M, Mark Markington, Fiona Lochran, Randy English. Charlotte's here. You got Eric Dale, Kyle from Ohio, a different Kyle, I assume.
Yeah.
what if it's
Henry
an
West.
alternate
And Polka
universe?
Dot Pam telling Kyle from Ohio that his opinions are wrong is just mean. Look at
Don't.
that.
I think she got Kyle
Serendipity
from
is
Florida.
a Christmas movie the same way Bloodsport is. I'm sorry, I prefer Kumite.
Sorry, Tess, about the volume.
Hey, what if it's
Welcome.
an alternate universe, Kyle? Right?
Oh man, I hope
Like
he's,
if what if
I hope he's
Kyle
doing
is
better than I
really-
am.
What if Kyle's really a Mortis?
Oh, nice. Now you're talking comics.
Why
Now
does
we're
Barry have
getting
the
here.
lightsaber.
As long as it's not Rama Tut, because jeez, what a
Yeah,
leap that
he
was.
was garbage.
Ugh, tell you.
Oh.
I'm
so happy
And
to
then
see
Iron
everyone.
Lad, the younger version that came back to form the Young Avengers.
Now
to
you're
help
past me, but you got me at Kang and a Mortis.
It was aughts.
This conversation's going south soon.
It is. Well, Santa, you got to take control of it. I mean,
Yes, Santa.
it's allegedly
take
your
control.
show. I mean,
Take
Put
the
some
reins.
coal in some of their stockings.
Oh, I
Is
will.
Santa a
Hey,
Smurf
Santa,
or did I
what did
drink
you-
too
Well-
much cognac?
let me ask you something. What did you bring to roster this year? What are you going to bring
Oh.
May Valentine?
Oh, we've got plenty of gifts. And Danny Dealz, you're one of my special elves. You're always helpful over at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop. If you
There's even a
guys haven't-
code. My sale's better than yours, Santa. Show them. There
Whoa,
it is. Look
well,
at
I'd like to think we work together, Mr. Dealz, but if you want to make your way to the naughty list, then by all means.
that.
But you can right now at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop use the code HOLIDAYZ22. It's holidays because that's Danny Dealz is stuck in the 90s with the Dudley Boys and the Hardys and
The
everyone
Z's
else.
actually the 80s, but that's okay. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
if
You're
if he
right.
was to take that hat off, you'd see he's got cool little shaved logos in the side of his head too.
Yeah, if it was 90s, then it'd be extreme somehow. Remember that extreme Doritos?
Every other letter would be capitalized.
The aughts.
Yeah.
The aughts.
I'd be
were
drinking
extreme.
Surge.
It'd
be like
that was the aughts. That was
XX
more
holiday
the
XX.
Look
aughts.
at the ill-begotten
those
boys.
two amazing tag teams.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at that. Pretty empowered, ill-begotten. Here's some more items you can purchase in the nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop store.
Look at that.
Holidays
Soda Pop looks
22
so
gets you
serious right
25%
there.
off. 25% off through December 26th. So even if you don't make it in time for Christmas, Danny Dealz can still deliver for you.
That's right. Yeah, it's good through Boxing Day. Doesn't Soda Pop Curtis look all serious right there in the corner?
He
with
does.
that?
He looks
Soda
like he's
Pop
just
looks like he's lost his fizz.
He's staring right at the code, like, dude, just go to the shop and buy it. Use the
He
code, man.
can't
Stop
believe
thinking
that
about
it's
it.
such an amazing sale. He's
I know.
through the roof over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Get
Which
you a hat.
through the
Kyle.
roof is what you don't want to happen in the holiday season when Santa is on the roof.
Yeah, there's
Look
so
at
many
this.
excellent items. You guys have to get over there. I'm wearing my NWA USA shirt.
Hoodie.
I'm
Hoodie?
wearing my Matt Cardona Wrestling Alliance T-shirt.
Get this one.
I'm wearing an
this
I
guy.
Believe shirt. That's not from the shop, though. Will's got the Zero inspired logo. Kyle with the classic.
Yeah, I mean, the World is a Vampire, March 4th. World is a Vampire Festival happening in Mexico City, Mexico. Make sure you're going on there. If you speak Spanish, you can go to the website. I got to be honest with you guys. All of the social media for this, I am at a loss for. It took me a minute to figure out that Foro Sol CDMX was actually the arena and the location. Just putting that out there.
Eric Dale says Dealz has got to be on the nice list for giving out discount codes throughout the year. Unlike Medusa, who would have you pay full price.
There you
Guys,
go.
I
Eric.
had an
That's what I'm talking
epiphany.
about.
I was talking to Pat Kenny earlier today. I had an epiphany because he said, what was one of the first wrestling shows you went to? And I mentioned a WWF show in Hartford Civic Center. And then I remembered, but that's not my favorite. Wasn't a fan. When I became a fan was at the Torrington High School Gymnasium in Connecticut. There was a WWF show there in 1994. And I found the card today, Alundra Blaze versus Bull Nakano for the WWF Women's Championship. And I thought of you, Danny. I was like, there's a guy who wasn't a fan of that match. But you know who I was a fan of there? Abe Knuckleball Shorts, because the baseball strike was going on, so he had to find
Oh, yeah.
so he became a pro wrestler.
Can't forget that, brother.
One day, maybe we can get Abe Knuckleball Shorts for NWA 75.
I hope that we see a lot of our people in the chat in Mexico City on March the 4th. That would be exciting.
If I don't get over this flu, cough, whatever I've had for weeks now, I just might not be able to cross the border. So you are all going to have to be there cheering, yelling, screaming, supporting, music, wrestling, all the things that make people come together. Be a part of it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
This
Will, what
beard
do you
doesn't
think?
feel big enough for my head.
I think it'd be great. I don't have a passport, so I'm not planning on going, but I got to get a jump on that because, Kyle, you mentioned it's once in a lifetime, but didn't you also mention last week like there might be more of them?
Yes, but there's going to be infinitely more travel involved for that. Stay tuned for more details.
I don't think I've ever seen Jack Frost.
Infinitely
I've seen the horror version, the killer
More like
snowman
Jack
brother.
Frost.
But
There's a Michael Keaton version, too.
yeah, Mr. Mom. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
No, Jack Frost. What are we talking about?
I know, but every time Michael Keaton makes me think Mr. Mom.
Oh.
Beetlejuice.
Hello,
I know he
Amy
did the
from
movie after.
Rockwood, Tennessee. Good to see you.
Hey,
Thanks for
by the
being
way,
here.
there is a Christmas movie that is like a Christmas slasher movie. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I
Sound
think
like
Black
Deadly
Christmas?
no, it's more recent. It's from a couple years ago. Basically, this girl's babysitting a kid around the holidays,
Oh, all the things are stirring. No.
No,
and there's a home
Better watch
invasion
out. Or
Better watch out. Is the
with a
name.
nice little twist midway through, and it's actually
No, yeah,
pretty
I've seen it.
entertaining. Yeah.
It's on Shudder.
Maybe
Yes.
that's where I watched it. Guys,
Yeah,
Shudder,
it's on Shudder
$4.99
right
a
now.
month. Get that shit.
It's probably on Tubi too. And if you go to Tubi, you got to watch Puppet Master Dr. Death because my friend is in it. She's in it for 20 seconds, but still.
Hey,
Welcome,
somebody
Harry
said
from
Titusville,
Titusville.
Florida. Every time I used to drive by the exit for Titusville, Florida, when I used to live in Orlando.
Isn't that where
I would
Rhett
think of-
lives, Titusville?
Well, I would always think of Rhett. That's exactly it. 'Cause my
That's
boy,
a
Rhett
good one,
Titus.
Danny.
Rhett finally
Wow.
lost
Excited
his
for that
nose,
one.
and he lives in the middle of the woods now.
That's where they come from, like the
They just come walking
Gimmicks.
out. Just a
there's all
bunch
the
of.
Tituses, and they're all the
Yeah.
same.
Speaking of Rhett Titus, he's in the
Titus
Champion
Worldwide,
Series
Florida.
that's going on. The
He's in the
Champion
Champion
Series is a big
Series,
thing that's happening right now. There's so many teams. Have you seen all the teams? Like, look, here's Team Tyrus. That looks like a dangerous team.
That does
Have you
look like a
played
very
Stroke?
dangerous team.
Yes. This is what Team Pretty looks like, which has Rhett Titus right there. La Rosa Negra. LA.
And the prettiest member of Team Pretty, Trevor Murdoch. Obviously, look at
Oh.
him. Heartthrob.
You can't get prettier than the combo of Rhett Titus and Trevor Murdoch, who were in tag team action this past week.
Actually, a very dominant tag team.
Yeah, look at Team Rebellion there. Ashley
Mecha Wolf just saying, look at it. Ooh, look at that gold.
Yeah, he looks like a beast. How about this was Team Rock and Roll? That's an awesome team right there. One of the IB boys is on.
You know what my problem with Team Rock and Roll is? If you've tuned into the program, if you've seen Team Captain Kerry Morton talking about his team, he is just smoldering, looking through the camera, trying to steal everything that loves you back. If you have a dog, he's going to take that dog because the dog's going to fall in love with him. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, obviously he's trying to make eyes at her through the TV. That Kerry Morton, he's up to no good. Just putting that out there.
What's your heat with Kerry Morton?
Because literally, as we were watching them film that, we were in the control room, and I literally was just like, this kid gets a title on his shoulder, and all of a sudden, he's just like Captain Charisma. It was amazing. He was trying to lure me into a false sense of security to take advantage.
So you're saying he's the second coming of Sean Cassidy?
He could be. Speaking of security, Jordan Clearwater, congratulations on graduating, getting that diploma there. It's always good to have something to fall back on. You are indeed the golden boy, a champion, and a man with a financial future.
Well, he definitely made the nice list with his master's degree. So did Mr. PJ Hawks here recently, who was on Team Green.
Me? Barely graduated high school. Look at us. Look at us. Who'd have thought?
14 Brick House.
Yeah,
there.
There's a lot of teams.
I didn't go to college. No kick ass.
Eight teams to be total.
So many teams, so many athletes, so much competition, so many matches, and it's just a war of attrition that keeps on breaking down. And of course, the finals will be taking place January 31st, Knoxville, Tennessee, the first ever live power. We bumped it up an hour because 6 p.m., 6:05, bit early in the day to get to a live show. So 7 p.m. in Knoxville, Tennessee. If you're in the area, come be a part of it. There's also going to be the contract signing for the main event of our next pay-per-view, which I didn't get the graphic approved, but I'd love to announce what it is. I'm just going to put this out there. It is the main event.
What are you getting out of that? What you're not supposed to?
That's true. Enough said.
Yeah. Take a breath.
Enough said.
Think about it.
By the way, that's the name of the pay-per-view. It's Enough Said. It's a Tyrus-centric pay-per-view. I'm just putting that out there. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right. If Matt Cardona gets this going, if he had his own pay-per-view. So here's what we're saying. Did we put a curse in the universe? Is Tyrus going to blow out an ACL or something right before the pay-per-view, much like Matt Cardona got hurt right before his pay-per-view? We don't know. But coming up, the next pay-per-view, but get there, you needed a main event. And that main event contract signing is going to be happening at, what is that? Live Power. That's
going to be
January
crazy.
31st.
They should make a pay-per-view for me.
Well, you have to win
what
the
would
world
we name
title.
Your pay-per-view?
Huh?
What would we name your pay-per-view? Let's make a Dealz.
Degeneration X in your house. That's never been used.
Yeah. Never has.
I hope.
I think it's something. Dealz in your
wins.
house.
I want Gags the Gip to win the world title. So
I just picture Ken Shamrock now beating the shit out of you during the main event.
That'd be rude.
Well, I mean, I'm just
I
thinking
saw him
if
not
there
that
ever
long
was
ago,
a Degeneration X in your house
pay-per-view. Like he'll kill everybody.
Oh, man. Very much so.
We want to know what the NWA universe was for
what was
Christmas.
the deal with that opening match on NWA USA? Well, somebody decided that they didn't want to stop when an injury happened and keep on going and put the aggression in. So unfortunately, some things happened that we had to cut. And that is the extent of that. And you will not be seeing Taya Valkyrie.
We talk about Taya? She's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, she's a little unhinged, but I don't want to say that because I don't want her to come after me.
Well, that's awkward. I saw a lot of comments about Natalia Markova. She tried her best, didn't she? She tried to carry her team to victory, but I don't know. Ashley, new girl Ashley's quite good, and so is Max the Impaler. Hard to overpower Max.
I wonder what Max would be getting for Christmas. What would one give an Impaler?
Oh, that's
spikes?
A good question, Kyle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Impaler would want. He'd want some spikes, maybe some new silverware.
So for Christmas, I would say Sal Renaro. I just hope he gets help. Gags the Gimp obviously needs some sort of leather treatment lotion, a big bottle of it to get all clean because he's a very dirty boy from what I've been told. Sinister Minister, I just know he's been going all over Florida and he keeps on changing letters on signs that say Santa to Satan. I mean, that's a thing.
What are you saying? He needs religion?
No,
sounds like he has it already.
I think he's found religion. I just think that religion's a little something different from the rest of us. I
Give her
think
a
the
bat
guy
of
in red
rusty
that
nails.
he's
There
looking
you go,
for is a little
Brandon.
bit different.
She might chew
Ooh.
on the nails. Maybe it's
Oh, I like that. Tetanus. She does not have tetanus shots. I can
Tetanus.
guarantee that. A
a
mace.
mace. I think Max would like a mace.
Gotcha.
Oh, Pam's got the right idea, and Paler gets whatever they want.
I like that. Hope La Rosa Negra is okay and gets better soon. Yes, there was a bit of an injury that was legit, and legitimately we had to stop a match, and some things happened after it that we will not discuss in public.
It's Will's
Well.
fault. Will hit the ring and went crazy.
Will has finally done enough.
We're not there one time, and people are getting hurt.
That's
Everything's
it.
Going crazy.
Oh,
We can't miss another event, Gary.
I see Chris Adonis in the audience eating pizza. It's just like, what's the world coming to? A
yeah.
body guy eating his own pizza?
He was hungry.
all right.
brother's
Well,
gotta eat.
I think
This
what we
call-
can do from here is we can play a merch promo from Danny Dealz,
Ooh.
and when we come back, let's talk about what the rest of the NWA roster might get for Christmas. That might be fun. Hopefully, you boys and girls will enjoy that. We'll be right back.
Danny Dealz, what's the gig? We got all kinds of stuff here. Unfortunately, Candy's not here, but that's okay because we've rented. We're going to have to call you Bubblegum. Look at this new hat, right? We've already had this hat. I blew it out. I had to make more, right? How about this? That's pretty sweet. You like that one? I love it.
Eu acho esses chapéus são maravilhosos. Olha, eu olho bem chiquérrime.
Look at that. Pretty sweet. And then I'll come back around this way. This is nice too. Does it got a zipper? Unzip that. Oh, that's a cool shirt. Look at that shirt right there. Yeah, that's almost sold out because that's the Deal Man shirt. That's right. It's the Ill Begotten shirt. Look at this. New hoodie. It's getting cold outside. I'm going to cover my ears up. Who else is going to do that for you? Hey, tell them where they can get it at, Bubblegum.
Você pode achar tudo essas coisas no NWA Merchandise.
You didn't even play the new one. Hard
Every
Candy's
time I
back.
see that, I smile and I laugh. I love, for some reason, your voice you make, and you're like, "Go cover my ears up right here. Just do like, who's going to do that for you?" And then you pose, and then she puts the microphone in your face to say something. You shake her head like, I'm done. No. I love
do
it.
the beard
I
anymore.
can't
Everything
think
about
of
it.
these like her. What am I going to say?
He didn't know
See
what
all
she
you
said.
bubblegum.
I couldn't.
I did rent. No, not rented. Come on, dude. We rented her services for the day. But Garrison Claus didn't play the new commercial with Hard Candy in it. Candy's
Wait a
back.
second. No, the beer. I didn't even know that was you. I really thought that was
Oh,
Santa Claus. You
yeah,
had me
yeah.
fooled. I
Listen,
do
man,
like that
it's
you
short.
are.
It was pulling on my ears. It
You're
hurt. and I
brushing
couldn't
your hair
drink
out of your
anything.
face like you're a drunk girl.
Gary
at a party.
now
You're
looks like the
"Ah."
bass player in the hair metal band when they play the Christmas show.
That's it.
I mean, he's got
What's up, School of Rock?
Yeah, what do you think? Well,
Yeah, I see it.
Sing Heaven by Warren. All right, go.
Also, 9/11 was awesome in ECW. Frankenstein by Edgar Winter Group was the theme. The song
I
that
did not
we,
know what you were talking about.
once you
Didn't know where he was going with that.
I'm
either.
reading the
I
chat.
thought we were getting canceled for a
not
second.
everybody's watching the chat.
Oh, sorry.
So
Wait,
I
what's
had
going
no
on? What are we
context.
talking about here?
Ask us to put the comment up and then talk about it.
That
Oh,
was
this
great
song.
stuff. I wonder if Billy liked that song. I'll ask him next time I see him, because tomorrow, 33, the podcast drops. It's a very special Christmas episode where we get very much into the holiday spirit. Be a
I'm
part of
glad
that.
you asked
And
him
the
about
new
Christmas
song
time.
Moss as well will be on there. So give it a shot, folks.
I'm glad you asked him about Christmas time on this last episode. That was nice.
Did you
What you guys-
did you
what
already
you
listen
guys-
to the advanced one?
No,
Oh,
that was on the one with Katie Cole.
well, that is our throwback song this week, actually, where we talk
Oh.
about that as well. And
Nice,
then we
okay.
talk about his favorite
Where you get that
seasons,
hat at?
memories. Where did he get that hat at?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, I made an order with the National Wrestling Alliance.com/shop, and Danny Dealz took care of me. Not only did he send me the stuff I ordered, he sent me so much more as part of his Dealz bundle. You should,
Hey, Joe
order one of
Galli's
those.
here, ladies and gentlemen,
No
on
stuff.
his way to an anniversary dinner. That must
I'm
be
in the
nice.
parking lot. So
Ah.
pop in. Should we do
Not
everybody do
sketchy
this
at
way?
all.
We do it this way? That's better.
Hey,
How
pal.
you guys doing?
Good. We're good. You just missed Santa Gary.
Yeah, it was how long could you keep up a Santa voice? The answer was 14 minutes.
18 minutes.
Wow. Give me 10 seconds of Santa. Come on.
14 minutes in, it was like, oh no, I can't do it anymore. So
Why do we think Santa sounds like that?
And Kyle wished death on him.
I don't know.
So
I said I'd love to see him struggle to do this for the next hour. And then I was like, it'll probably kill him trying to keep it up. And everybody's like, oh my God, Kyle. I'm like, listen,
I
Santa's
think
gonna work
I
one
think
day
the
a year.
beginning.
I
You've
handle
been
it.
struggling a lot tonight with the beginning of sentences being taken out of context, because I think the what you actually said was, I hope it kills him, and then you kind of paused, and then you were like, to have to do that, and then we were like, holy crap.
Listen,
Too
I'm
late.
going through some things right now. It's
It was like
Hold on, buddy.
it was like when we were just sitting here, and Kyle busted in and said 9/11 was awesome.
I said 911 was
Wow,
awesome.
now
and
You
that-
said
that's
9/11, my
a
brother.
statement.
You
did
said
say
9/11.
9/11.
Brother in Christ. You said
Did I really say
9/11.
yes.
Did I
Yes.
say that? No.
Al,
Yes.
You
Kyle's
sure
up.
did.
I'm going
Al
to tell you
Kyle's
this.
over here.
I'm
That's
gonna-
why Will threw the life raft. He was
I'm
like,
going to
whoa,
watch this
time
on
out.
YouTube when
Holy
it's
shit.
done. And if you're telling me the wrong information,
Yeah.
I'm going to be very,
I mean,
very, very.
Why
you
would
know,
I
I've
lie?
heard
This is
9/11 is
recorded.
the emergency number in West Virginia that you dial, but that's not, you know.
I was talking about
No.
Big Homeboy used to wear leather and chokeslam people. at
Yes,
ECW.
911. Brother
You
did the
know.
goozle. Yes,
That was me dialing 911 on a rotary phone.
yes.
Joe,
Joe,
how are you
Joe,
feeling
it's just not
today?
the same
Are
without
you
you.
having a happy holiday so far?
I'm having a wonderful holiday. It's spectacular. I'm very much looking forward to the new year. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday. I'm about to head to the in-laws' 40th anniversary
Ooh.
celebration, which is why I won't be here for the remainder of the broadcast. But I wanted to pop in and say Merry Christmas to the entire team here and to all the fans watching from around the world who may or may not be visited by Santa or by Dealz Claus.
Or the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future.
Or Garrison Claus.
If someone goes to the merch store, is there enough time for that to make it
I
for
was about to
Christmas,
ask
or are we
that.
past that point, Danny?
We're past that point.
It's pretty tight.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah, it would have to be like the next day, maybe. Day
All
or
right,
two.
got one day, ladies and gentlemen, one day for a Christmas miracle.
And
so you
no
can have-
promises.
Or to make it there in time, yeah.
There's the promo code for you.
Yep. Holidays 25% off right now, all the way through Boxing Day. You can do it, but if you,
You got to
want your
say
stuff
it
by
like when you
Christmas,
were Santa. You said holiday Z 22.
It's the season to be sharing, Gary.
Santa has this.
Why doesn't Santa have a Canadian accent? Wouldn't he be like either Canadian or
Ooh.
Russian?
I mean, technically, he's Coca-Cola. So whatever Coca-Cola
So
sounds
he's
like,
from
technically.
Atlanta. He's
Yeah.
Atlantean.
So if anything, you just got to watch out because he's probably involved in some physical behavior at like the corner of
Yeah.
a street in broad daylight.
And the waffle.
sounds like a D-bag.
What?
What are you talking about?
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
I
Gary
I
doing?
still get updates on my phone from Atlanta, and every day like 17 news things come up with either like
I'm-
a shooting or an
Yeah.
assault or a missing
I
person.
need to leave, but I'm waiting for what Gary Claus is doing. So I'll hang out for a couple
He's
more.
trying to. I guess
You're
he
the one
started
fucking
feeling-
this reindeer. I'm just holding his
Hey,
head.
hey, Gary Claus, do the curtains match the drapes?
Oh God.
I've got
Wait,
hardwood.
do the
I've got
curtains
hardwood
match the
floors,
drapes?
Kyle.
Same thing. The curtain
He's
match
got
the carpet.
hardwood
The
floors.
drapes are the same as the curtains. That's just another word for what is wrong with you? Of course, it's like does your hair on your head match the hair on your head. Wow, Kyle. I thought I botched it on 33 this week.
I already plugged 33, baby.
Oh, good. What else can we plug? Did you guys talk about power?
Well, we haven't
mean,
gotten graphics yet.
Oh, well, they're coming. We got one guy, Gary. We got one guy.
I wasn't the one that complained, Mr. Galli. I,
Why are
like
so
you,
formal?
love to be on the nice
You
list.
break into my house once a year. We're on a first name basis, Santa.
Hey, by the way, I
True.
Googled it, and you're absolutely right. It is supposed to be curtain matches the drapes, but in pop culture, it's become bastardized and wrong. So one of the more popular sayings as well is what I said out loud. So thank you.
Ooh.
I'm not as old as I thought I was.
I think you're lying,
Whoa.
which puts you on that naughty list, Mr. Davis.
There's no list. You just throw it in your hand. Get a piece of paper.
Yeah,
That's where I keep it.
you're not fooling us.
Yeah, I know.
Easy. Ah,
Did
well,
you
anyway.
always? Did Santa Gary always have this ensemble, or did you get this ensemble just for the podcast today?
Well, I also made a video for my other job, and I used the Santa Claus outfit.
What other job does Santa have?
It's an OnlyFans. He has an OnlyFans. He showed his candy cane.
Oh
Santa
my
fans.
gosh, the North Pole.
We might have to suspend him or something.
Oh.
Listen. If his pole's going north, I don't want to be around him.
Hey. All right. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll talk to you later.
Galli. All right, I'm done.
That was nice of you to keep it up for him. That was good
just
time.
for Joe. Yeah.
All right, what are we going to talk about real quick,
I don't know.
guys?
This loud ass train over here. Did you hear this? You believe this big prick right in the middle of while we're talking?
All right. Listen, what I was gonna do was we could talk about what some of the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance would get for Christmas. I wanted to get to that eventually, just because.
Let's do it.
I made a few graphics. So
You made graphics?
tell
Are
the
they
chat.
based off of the
very
randomness
much.
I was sending in our text thread earlier today?
Yeah. And if you've got any ideas, chat, we'd love to know what you think some of the National Wrestling Alliance stars would get.
This is about to turn into like a Tonight Show little skit. Apparently, that's what I feel like this is going to be like. Let's name somebody on the
the
roster.
home offices in the North Pole.
I used to love when
the
David
top
Letterman
10
would call the
things.
turkey helpline, and he'd always be like,
I always had trouble with him too, because then he would reference some joke I didn't see before, like from earlier or something.
Boutros
like,
Galli. Boutros.
All right. Something from the meat case, Linda.
I used to love David Letterman. He's still great. He's an amazing interviewer.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Here's a few that we thought of earlier. How about our national champion, Scion? I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter. If you have, he's been interacting with the great Sergeant Slaughter, who's been showing off the U.S. title, which was basically what this national title design is based off of.
Is the answer what I said he should get, or is it something else?
Well, sort of. He is what we thought Scion might get for Christmas from Santa was a membership to Ancestry.com. So,
That's right. You definitely got to do that DNA testing, and I really hope it turns out Austin Idol, not his dad.
Oh, they can just
It's
go
gonna
on
be an
Mars.
awkward Christmas.
Yeah,
It'll be an
Send him on
awkward
Maury.
Christmas when he finds out that for some reason Idol does not match his genetics.
Scion matches the Christmas tree, according to me.
He does. That looks very festive. He looks.
Why
very
can't we
festive.
just send him on Maury?
Does the mask match the tree? Hey,
Did you add that hat on him?
Are the
Hold on.
father.
Did you add that hat on him, or is that a legit photo of him with a Christmas
I added the hat.
That looks so real.
Well, thanks.
That's a good Photoshop job.
Special
now
effects
Gary
today
does all
really
the
come
graphics.
a long way.
Yeah.
very good.
Star
That looks
Trek
great.
motion picture.
Here's another one. What about Homicide, huh? He looks festive. He's got a little hat. And,
I mean,
and a bandana.
I feel like if he's going to get anything for Christmas, it's going to be out of the trunk of a car and probably have the serial number rubbed off of it.
well,
Hopefully
that's why Santa doesn't want anything to do with him, and why Santa for Christmas delivered him a restraining order.
Oh, I was gonna say he probably needs a defense attorney, public defender.
So,
Good heavens. Bug
Homicide
Defender, he's
can't
going up the
come
river
here.
for sure.
Let's see.
What a
else?
graphic
What
that
else?
is.
Oh, how about our very own Kyle Davis? Look
Oh,
at
boy.
Kyle.
Oh my God, that legit
Oh, look at that hat you're wearing for real.
that hat on.
Yeah, well, Kyle's not going to wear a hat much longer after Christmas because he's going to have a brand new full head of hair. Look at that.
Oh,
That's
So-
what he's getting for Christmas.
so that actually
Oh my
looks
gosh.
amazing, and that is I'm about to
You-
really go through some life changes, so I think I might need
You
that.
look like
You look like
one-
Fandango's cousin.
you look like a supporting character. No, you look like the original boyfriend in a Hallmark movie, the one that's a jerk. That gets broken up.
Yeah.
I just watched 2 Hallmark movies the other night: 12
So you
Pups
get
at
it.
Christmas
So you
and
get
Everlasting or Endless something.
I don't
Christmas.
know what she sees in him.
You're the boyfriend. that's
Kyle's also playing that part, Danny. I tried this hair out on him.
Oh boy!
Whoa.
Donna, I just
a manager.
Now
this
he's
is
the
the
ugly
right
friend.
time.
You got to get your friend to take one for the team for.
Karen
Didn't even
Davis.
shave.
Yeah.
Didn't even shave. Oh man, Karen Davis sounds like the worst Karen ever.
That sounds horrible. Oh my gosh!
Here,
about our
look, it could be an
pal,
80s job.
Halloween.
Could be an 80s job guy right there. Already in the ring wearing a
that's true.
windbreaker. There we go.
No, I like
Put him
this
back
guy.
to
I
the.
really
like that. Yeah, I like that.
I really kind of
I like
that.
I prefer the James Spader asshole boyfriend character. That's
Yeah.
This is the guy that's like, but babe, I can't marry you right now because my career is everything.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Andrew
I gotta sell
McCarthy's
a
got
car.
some heat with you, Kyle.
I
He's
can't
coming
be
to
here
get
right now. I have to go sell a used
I'm
car.
trying to be employee of the month.
Yeah.
You know this is important to me, babe. Babe,
Kyle,
babe,
this
You
is
caught me
funny.
doing.
babe.
Kyle looks
doing a
like
line of
Disco
blow in the
Inferno.
bathroom.
Actually, if you find me back in the day with hair, you'll be like, Kyle doesn't look funny. Kyle looks like he's gonna steal my girl.
Whoa.
Back in the day. That's
make
right.
Back in the day.
All right.
Before I was rugged.
It's enough
thumbs.
Kyle,
bragging
if
on
you
Kyle.
if
What
you
else you
could if you could get the hair back, would you prefer this one or this one?
Oh, definitely the first.
The first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Cool.
like more of the actual color. I'm Scottish, so I have a little bit of red in my hair. I'm a
You're just
dirty
Scottish. You're not like full blown Scot.
blonde. No, I wish I was full blown. It's only like 20-something%.
What about our pal Sal Renaro? Look at this guy.
No, it looks like he's gonna try to eat that.
It does look like he's after it. Well, Sal, Kyle, you suggested this one, and he definitely deserves it. Sal Renaro is going to finally get the help he needs. It looks like
The help he needs is gonna be Dr. Tom.
He is a doctor.
Yeah.
He's
That's
a
actually
doctor.
legit. Do you know what my favorite thing about this is, though? That's
He's
a real
shoot
photo.
doctor.
Yeah,
There's no
that's-
Photoshop in that photo. That's a real
No, that's
photo.
real. That's completely real photo.
He's a shoot doctor.
No, I love that. Oh, Sal.
You know, we
in fact,
have
I was
coming up-
thinking about it, and you know, just thinking of the whole Miserably Faithful, the whole crew. They're just going to get a visit instead of Santa this year. They're going to be seeing Krampus.
Oh.
That is their gift for Christmas.
He's gonna join.
I
them.
bet
Send him a
that
priest.
sinister
Get him out of
minister
here.
could drink Krampus under the table.
You're probably
I
right, and
believe
that's
that.
probably
Oh,
what
yeah.
would end up happening is they would have
Yes.
a drink off, and then
Hey, man, Cranny, come here.
Hold
my
on,
boy.
hold on. Can I just share something? Jim Mitchell recently, I'm just going to put this out here. Minister enjoyed something and he went to go on a flight and they were like, sir, I don't think now's the time because he looks like he does in real life. And so at some point, somebody had told him that worked at the airline, sir, I believe you're intoxicated. And his response was, well, it's not like I'm flying the plane.
I
Don't
can
ever
see
say that to TSA agents or anything like that, guys. It doesn't end well.
Oh,
Especially
my
if you
God.
look like a Satanist.
Well, he may.
Well, our world's heavyweight champion has been going around, and he's been
That is
talking
a
about.
comfy sweater. Did you Photoshop that on him?
I did not. That's
Oh,
a
wow.
legit. That's a legit Tyrus sweater.
I was going to say the special
And the
effects have
shades.
really improved since Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, I just added the Santa hat, and but Tyrus has been calling Santa fake news, and has been saying he's not a fan. So Tyrus is just going to be receiving a stocking full of coal.
Oh. William Patrick Corgan tells a story about coal in a stocking this week on 33. So tune in for that.
Oh.
No, that's exciting. And then how about finally our friend and yours,
My friend.
Matt Cardona.
I'm wearing
Personal
a
friend
shirt.
to the Dealz house.
Yeah. Well, Matt Cardona's Christmas wish came early this year, and he is going to get his Christmas wish, which is a shot at the world's heavyweight champion.
Wait, what a pro.
Well
the official
done.
contract signing is taking place on January 31st at the Live Power.
Go to
You could have done one. You could have done
NWA.com.
one comedy one and then do that one.
I
Give
mean,
the
the
people
comedy
what they
one was pretty mean that I came up with.
Well, let's hear it.
It was we're gonna give him a subscription to the Peacock Network so he could keep on playing the greatest hits of the 90s and the 2000s.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's great. That was good wrestling, Kyle. You got a problem with that?
It actually is fantastic. And I got to be honest with you, I just saw the clip of Cardona at the ECW reunion show the other night, and the balls to come out wearing the WWE version of
I
the
saw-
ECW championship. That man is brilliant.
But that's a real title. He's the real champion of ECW. That's the real champion.
You don't bring that thing to a reunion.
Nobody cares
show
about that other piece of tin. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
A couple people in Philadelphia. And
Also,
Kyle,
by the way,
apparently.
fun fact, Trax, who has appeared on our programming, was one of the pit bulls at that reunion show. And also the new triple threat, Wrecking Ball Legursky's in it. He's their Bam Bam. Ain't
Trax
that
That
does
makes
kind of
sense.
look like a pit bull, doesn't he?
Oh, with the dog collar and everything, he definitely
his brother looks like a pit bull. Was Gary Wolf there?
Yes, he managed them.
I agree, Axel. If anybody's on the naughty list out of this group, it's Danny Dealz.
After the deals that I've given out?
Okay.
It looks like he's already smoking that coal.
It's hogwash.
You don't smoke coal, Kyle.
Oh, I get it. I'm wrong all the time.
Okay.
All right.
It's true. Whatever.
All right. Well, that was fun for a minute there. I'm excited about the live.
I would love to talk about tomorrow's power, but legit, I don't have the graphics to even look at, to be honest with you guys.
Oh boy.
I keep on redoing my browser there. It's going to be Champion Series. And then this weekend, we have a Christmas special that will be airing for NWA USA. Folks, tune into that one. It is going to be full of holiday cheer, hosted by Joe Galli and myself. And I have to be honest with you, it is the most Joe Galli and Kyle we have ever been on actual NWA programming before.
Wow.
If you thought last year Joe getting intoxicated was something, it's a dry, sober Christmas this year, but I may or may not have accidentally given us both something that maybe had a different effect on us.
Shocker.
Yeah. And the boss finds out. I just hope the boss doesn't find out mid-episode.
Good thing he didn't watch this.
There's already been a Velvet After Dark too, Mark.
Yeah, they had a lot of
Angelina Love.
They got so many complaints about everything that they brought down the sex level infinitely. And let me tell you, just not the same.
Maybe that's why he missed it. He was like, "Where was it at?"
He blocked it out.
I tuned in and I saw a slumber party. Always fills yours. There you go. See that? That's right. Dead Kobe knows what's happening. Why don't you, Gary?
Listen, that's legit Danny Dealz. In that,
do you know what I recently?
House,
speaking of Dealz House and horror movies, because you said Silent Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2
is awesome.
Garbage day.
It's a clip movie. All they did was take footage from the first one and throw like 30 minutes of new content.
No, they show the first one, but then when you get to the back end of the movie, it's a whole nother movie. Garbage day. Yeah, right.
So I actually read about it the other night too. The reason it's like that is because initially they were like, we should just recut the original and release it as a different movie.
Yeah, because the first one, you guys, well, Gary might be old enough to remember, but you remember how they tried to ban that movie from the theaters. They had the big ad in the paper with the Santa Claus with the axe. People lost their shit.
Yep.
I was like 9, so of course I wanted to see it because they were like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "It must be good." Yeah.
And then if I remember right, Black Christmas was the one with the dude in the attic in the sorority house.
That's in the 70s, but Dude in the Attic, that's the remake in 05.
Which
is more
of a
70s,
slasher. He's in the attic too.
Hold on, in the 70s he's in the attic because at the end,
Well, that's the one with Lois Lane in it. It's from the 70s.
Yeah.
The
and the chick in a rocking chair that's on the movie poster that she's like suffocated.
I never saw the remake.
The second remake is good. I did not like the third.
Folks, I don't know if you know this, but obviously you're hearing a lot about what our actual likes in life are tonight.
I'm lost because I have a 5-year-old, so all I watch is the Grinch, the cartoon Grinch over and over. I've watch Alien Christmas. Which
you can watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, the toy maker. You can watch that one with him.
I'll tell you, my 5-year-old does like scary stuff. He loves Halloween. He loves like creepy stuff. So might get away with it.
I've never been a Christmas guy.
What's the heat?
You just why? Any like a personal reason? Like you just hate Christmas?
I don't know. I just a lot of expectations.
I love Christmas. You eat a bunch of food, you drink alcohol, and people give you stuff. And
it's
every day for me, brother.
Low end of holidays, to be honest with you. I'll take like Halloween, top of the list. Yeah. Like Christmas and Easter are pretty much like useless to me. So
I'm with you, Dabby. Christmas Evil is good too.
It's pretty good. Is it as good as New Year's Evil though?
No. But Christmas Evil, I think all of these are on Shudder right now. If you have sub to Shudder, it's $5 a month. Well,
I downloaded a Christmas horror movie last night, which is about an animatronic department store Santa that malfunctioned and goes on a killing spree.
Oh yeah, Christmas. I just watched it. It was good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. There we go.
Yeah, it just came out on Shudder.
It's good, mindless fun. Yeah.
I will say my 5-year-old is into animatronics because he's a big Five Nights.
This is the perfect movie for him.
There you go.
A little bit of Slash.
Yeah, or give him Child's Play. It's a doll.
Yeah,
it's an animatronic.
The wife and I are going on Wednesday night to see Violent Night. with David Harbour from Stranger Things.
I haven't been to see that yet.
Yeah.
I did see Terrifier 2, though. Did you see that?
I saw Terrifier 2.
I haven't seen Terrifier.
Never saw
2.
Terrifier 1.
Horror movie my wife refuses to watch is Terrifier. She walked in while I was watching it one time, and she was right at the scene with the.
It's so good. Where he cuts that girl in half.
Yeah,
so Terrifier 2 is very long and pretty much is a movie about a different character entirely.
But I leaked that to her workplace, and somebody at their holiday party jumped out from under her desk wearing this.
No.
And then they told me to just bring it to me. And so now
that's why you're living in that closet now. You're in.
Yeah. So
you should put the Santa mask over that.
I thought about doing it tonight, but I just didn't. It was too much. So long.
All right.
I eventually wanted to drink a beer. Yeah. You don't want to destroy Santa's beard, but I don't know. I like Christmas not as much as Halloween. I've already been to like 4 freaking holiday parties now.
Oh my God, who's in Atlanta?
Hey, homicides in my neighborhood. You hear it?
Oh.
Over here, I got you.
My wife steadily watches
Hallmark Christmas give me a hoodie or something. I need to hide my deadly while
Daddy, I need a hoodie.
I hoodie run from the police. Man,
I couldn't tell if you were doing Arnold Schwarzenegger or Homicide at first.
That was a pretty good Homicide, I think.
No,
I usually have a really good Homicide, but I'm sick right now.
Yeah, that almost makes it better.
You do a great Homicide.
Yeah, you're great at Homicide.
Yeah, you're great at Homicide.
Great at Homicide.
And 9/11 was awesome.
There's a lot of clips from this show that are going to be able to just be cut out of context.
We're getting Kyle canceled tonight.
Jesus Christ Almighty. That's right. He doesn't use Twitter, so he'll never know.
You.
How are you people in the chat? How are you feeling about Christmas? Are you ready? It's next week or this weekend.
Well, I was going to ask you, Kyle, if Christmas isn't your favorite. I mean, do you not have like a lot of warm memories growing up of Christmas? Your family, they just didn't go all out or anything?
Oh, Dr. Phil up here.
Not
well,
really.
I just want to get to the bottom of it.
So,
to uncover the trauma.
My whatever.
We don't gotta get crazy.
She her friends are coming this weekend, and then she's like, maybe you should just go to Connecticut for the holidays. So I'm debating whether or not just to go up to Connecticut for Christmas. Short notice.
Yeah.
Well, if your mugger's up there, they never care. Your moms are always down for it.
No, my mom is down for it. She said, "Come on."
I'm going to go see Mama Dealz. And
we're supposed to get a blizzard.
7 fishes.
We're supposed to get that winter weather all weekend, and I guess Connecticut's supposed to get pretty hard. So I guess if I go, I'm stuck there.
It's supposed to hit Tennessee too.
Oh, it's like hitting everywhere.
Kobe, I feel for
I know
you,
it's
brother.
not the same, but
retail's tough, so I feel for you, Kobe.
Yeah,
especially if you're retail, not locked in a warehouse, like Dealz.
I've been shopping like
they were asking me why I don't like Christmas. That's all.
I got a text message apparently being loud. And
look at you getting heat. I told you not to say anything. Heat seeker, Kyle. Heat seeker Davis.
Oh,
just like your trainer.
Don't lie. What am I saying? Don't lie.
I don't understand what's going on right now.
Oh,
why does your phone turn into a rave every time you get a text message?
Yeah.
This is like
talking about the
flashing.
90s. Yeah, what's going on
goes,
over there?
And then you hear the noise
Bad
too.
Boy Bill.
I heard the noise. Yeah. Do you have a polyphonic ringtone from like the flip phone days?
I got my $20 in my bag of M&Ms. You gonna let me in or what?
I've never been to a rave. I don't even think
I have, and that's what I paid, $20 in a bag of M&Ms.
You always see them in movies where they're like the warehouse raves, but I never feel like they legitimately exist.
That was a 90s thing. No, they happened because I was there.
But like in certain regions, like that, maybe in California and stuff like that. But there's no way in like
Cleveland,
Idaho
dude.
they were having a wide.
Well, maybe not
Cleveland having
Idaho.
warehouse raves.
Yeah, Cleveland's full of warehouses. It's the Rust Belt. It's warehouses everywhere.
Wow.
They turn them into bars and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I went to a ton of illegal warehouse raves in Cleveland.
Nice.
In the 90s.
Ooh.
Pollo Demar is showing everyone the real meaning of Christmas. What did I miss? I had 2 jury trials in a row this month. I'm ready for a little Christmas break. Eric, are you a lawyer or are you just a guy who commits a lot of crimes?
Yeah. No, either way.
Or if you somehow accidentally,
if you're on jury duty, Eric, you would make like the 4th person I've heard this month that's told me they were doing jury duty, which is super weird.
Well, you wouldn't have
a lot of people
trials.
I know too had jury duty this month. Haban, Pat Kenny did. It's just weird. I didn't.
I want jury duty.
Appreciate you subscribing.
I mean, like, I hate to tell you this. It's a lot of talk about just everything else but wrestling.
Well, no, usually we do talk about
No,
power in USA.
When Joe's
but somebody
here,
doesn't have graphics.
Scott's right though. Scott Pollo even on Thanksgiving opened Paul Pratt, Pollo, whatever you want to say. Pollo opens their home to anybody that doesn't have anywhere to go. So Kyle, there's an idea.
There you go,
San
Kyle.
Francisco. You can go to
Gas
hang
up
out
the
with
jet.
Pollo
I
tomorrow.
am not going to San Francisco. That's a hell of a travel.
Just saying, it's out there. Pollo doesn't believe in people spending
It is
time
out there.
alone.
It's
so.
way out there.
that's really heartwarming.
On the flats in Cleveland, it got crazy.
It did. The flats were
What are the flats?
that shit. Well, the Lake Erie, obviously, Cleveland's on Lake Erie, and so
Obviously, for us that don't know geography.
yeah.
I've memorized.
Well, some people don't know.
I don't know.
I really
that's
don't.
why
I
said
can't
when
tell
said
you most of the
obviously, I
states.
was like, what?
Oh, so it's on Lake Erie, and it cuts through, and there's two banks of the flats, and the flats were old warehouses and buildings that they had turned into like these wild ass clubs and everything. And if you went to West 6, that's where you had to wear khakis and don't wear a baseball hat, and you had to act like whatever, and you had to pay $5 to go to Velvet Dog, and that's where you acted sophisticated. But you go to the East Bank of the Flats and it'd be batshit crazy. Everybody is just wild.
Let's see if I can make this
Total
more
mayhem.
brave
And then
light.
you go to the West Bank if you wanted to, play pool at Jillian's or, whatever. But yeah, the East Bank was wild. Then they shut it all down. And I think they tried to open it back up, but it'll never be the same as the 90s. 90s were out of control. And nobody had camera phones, so it was really out of control.
Criminal defense attorney, man. I'm going to need you one day.
Whoa.
Probably
I was
after
just
this
talking about- I was
broadcast. Kyle's
just
not
talking
wearing
about-
pants, just so everybody knows. So
Yeah. Well, after what
eventually
Kyle
he's
said in
going to
this
start
broadcast,
dancing.
you might need his information there, Eric Dale.
I too
Get him
love
out.
criminals.
But there was a club on the West Bank of the Flats called Metropolis. It was the only place where girls would be on a Sunday in Cleveland, and that was a techno club. Punk rock shows at Peabody's down in the Flats. I went there too. I went there.
Oh, I
too.
thought that was Diana that posted that at first. I thought Diana posted I used to go to punk rock shows at Peabody's Down Under, and I was going to make a joke about that. Just sounds like a male review.
No,
bar.
Diana's too much of a hippie. We were wild. The punk shows were a little too wild back then.
I am
Of course,
with
we'd be
Diana,
nice
though.
to her,
That I'm
but
glad
that
I
wouldn't have
grew
been
up
her
in the
scene at all.
90s, and there's so much stuff
80s,
that I
carrying
didn't.
into the 90s. But I saw some crazy shows at Peabody. I saw the Exploited
He
there.
was old enough to be a semi-adult at that point in time. I was young in the 90s, so I didn't get to enjoy a bunch of shit. But like,
I'm just happy.
Dealz, you've
like,
definitely had quite the life and quite the experience.
regularly when I
stuff
see
you've done.
things on social media, I'm just glad that I grew up in an era where I couldn't have been on social media. Like it just,
buddy.
Yep. Just the crap that would be out there.
I would
have probably
ruined.
ruined.
Yeah.
So
I don't even
I
really
could
have
run
pictures
for public
from back
office.
then.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of stuff about
I
it.
didn't have pictures from
now
back then,
because
really.
you didn't grow up, like you're not a teenager now.
I mean, we had social media when I was in my 20s.
Not like it was now. Not like it is now.
Like
We had social media for a long time, but it wasn't.
MySpace, there's no record of anything I put on MySpace. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about. If there was like Twitter, if there was like Twitter and Instagram and
There
things
was
that are
Twitter.
still
Nobody used it.
in like what 2006?
Yeah, in 06. Yeah, just nobody used
I
it.
wasn't, but I was an adult in 06.
I did see where Elon, put up the poll about if I should step down as CEO of Twitter, and then somebody posted like what was the requirements, and it was like 15 years social media experience. And Tom from MySpace threw his hat into the race.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, man, that would be amazing.
That dude retired at like 26, and he's just kicking it.
Yo,
That
he
dude-
did it right.
he did it right because you
He did.
always see just his picture where it's like for Tom from MySpace, where they're like,
He was,
was your
everybody's
good
friend.
friend.
He was everyone's friend online. Yeah,
He
and
was
their
your
first
first
friend
friend.
online. He's my first friend online. And then he just created all the buzz in MySpace. Everybody got on it. He made all his money. It fizzled out, and he just pieced out. He has not like been in the news or tried to do anything crazy. He's just like, he did it right.
Yeah, he just probably went to a beach somewhere.
Yeah,
and that's it.
No, he does. He travels around and takes pictures.
Any word on a TV deal for MySpace? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard anything.
Tom.
Good
MySpace TV.
reflection. Can't be breaking any news like that right now.
Yeah, if we had something, you couldn't say it here. I mean, Kyle might. He's kind of on a roll right now, but I can't tell you the name of the
Sometimes
pay-per-view.
if you
Fuck it,
sweet
I
talk,
don't care.
Kyle, you
Enough
can
said.
figure it out here.
If Kyle's got the right substances around him,
I
can get him talking on the live
I've been
stream.
sick. I haven't been drinking. I
Yeah,
haven't
this
been taking
is
edibles.
sober Kyle.
This is sober Kyle.
Gummy Bear Kyle drops headphones in the ocean, all kinds of shit.
Well, Tom from MySpace.
That's in the
TV
archives,
I like
folks.
that.
Go back
That's in
and
the
find it.
archives.
I hope so. That would be awesome. Poyo's good at social media too, so you'd see pictures of Tom.
All right. Well, I've been trying to delay this and hoping that graphics were just going to appear on my email, but they have still not, folks. So tomorrow, the Champion Series will continue. I'd love to tell you a bunch of the stuff that's happening on there. So let me go to my handy dandy notes right here while you guys buy some time.
Yeah, let us know what's happening.
All right.
Hey,
Favorite Christmas song, Gary?
oh, it's easy. Well, I say it's easy. Between two, I really like the one. God, I just forgot the name of it. The
Fail.
Christmas was the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we all
I
know
love that one. I also like the Eagles, and I'm not a huge Eagles fan, but I really like the bells will be ringing, sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas!
All right, leave the.
Those are
singing
probably
door
my
off.
two favorite.
All right. What about you, Dealz?
What favorite Christmas song? I don't have.
Yeah. Huh? You don't
I
have
have-
one? No. If you had to sing one Christmas song, what would it be? You don't have to like it. You just like, all right.
I apologize.
I mean,
I apologize.
I know a
My
couple
favorite
lines of
Christmas
jingles
song is Christmas Time by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you, Polka Dot Pam. That's it.
Wow.
Christmas baby, please come home.
Has anybody heard the new John Legend non-problematic version of It's Cold Outside?
I didn't hear the old
No.
John Legend. So
Well, no. You know, Baby It's Cold Outside, where he's very much trying to pressure a young lady into staying the night and maybe do some questionable.
no, he's
acts.
not. He's trying to get
It's
laid.
not.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it is. And she's like, I think I should leave. And he's like, no, the John
Have you
Legend
never tried to
version
talk
of
your
it.
girlfriend into staying at? Has nobody ever tried to be like? Come on, just
I'm
stay.
actually,
I
I'm
would
actually
feel
so
done
not
this.
that guy
No,
that I missed out on a lot.
I
of
didn't
all
write a
for
song about
consent.
it.
I'm all
I
for
didn't write a song
consent,
about it
but
either.
that song is not. That guy is not trying to rape someone. Okay,
Whatever it
Yeah,
is.
no,
you
he's
know,
trying to
John
get your girlfriend to stay
Legend, the
over
John
so
Legend version is actually funny because she's like, I should be going. He's like, I'll get you an Uber. And she's like, maybe I'll stay. He goes, he's outside. His name is Will. Like he keeps on trying to get rid of her
That's
and
neat.
being like, I think I should leave. Then you probably should. Like all that stuff. It's great.
No pressure.
Pam just correct.
If anything, she's trying to talk him into letting her stay. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. Folks,
Flip the
tomorrow night, NWA Power, the Champion Series continues. It'll be Team Tyrus against Team Rebellion and also Team Rock and Roll versus Team Great. There's a couple matches that'll be happening on there. Trevor Murdoch will be in action representing Team Tyrus. Jax Dame, Team Rebellion. They're
Wait,
gonna be
Trevor
going-
Murdoch's on Team Tyrus.
No.
Oh, I have a wrong thing on here. My notes are all fucked up.
Who's wrestling?
All right, let's try again.
We just talked about Trevor Murdoch being on Team Pretty.
Who's
and
wrestling?
Yeah,
how
yeah,
perfect
these
that
notes
is.
are wrong because I think some things got changed.
boy.
Ignore it. This is why he's probably hasn't gotten the graphics to us yet.
Poor
Well, by the
Bonds,
way,
probably
the
like,
IB boys
what?
this past
Wait,
week-
what?
Using your
One
notes.
Oh,
and
I
one.
actually can't tell you anything about this because now that teams have been knocked out, folks, the draft is happening. So I just gave you a little spoiler.
Oh, there's a draft.
There is a
Okay.
draft. Look
Wow.
forward to that tomorrow night.
Well, by the way, the IB boys were 1-1 this past weekend.
So
and the one
actually,
loss is
maybe
up for
that's why I
review.
don't have graphics right now because of the draft. Guys, you just heard it here. It looks like Trevor's been drafted.
Oh, interesting. Well, that would make sense. I feel like Tyrus would be wise enough to make that
Because
pick were
what
he
happened?
able.
What happened to Team Pretty?
What
happened to him?
What happened to Team Pretty?
It's Christmas time. They are partying hard. Tune in to find out.
All right.
All right. this is awkward.
He either spoils it all or it's so vague. You go, what the fuck is it?
You never know it's true or
What?
not.
He's
I can't
like-
tell you the name of this, but I'm going to tell you the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, who's on?
Kyle, is that your
tomorrow?
art
Guess the name
set?
of
What
it?
is that?
What are you talking about?
Your colored pencils?
They're highlighters.
Kyle's like,
Are
screw
those
you
some-
guys. I'm going to paint.
Are those the
Yeah.
markers that smell like fruit and stuff? I used to
Yeah,
get
they
those at
taste
Christmas.
great too.
Scratch and sniff.
You don't have to scratch. You can just.
Oh, those were stickers. Never mind. You guys don't remember that shit.
Yeah.
They had stickers. You scratch them. They smell like fruit.
Kind of. Vaguely like fruit.
Well,
yeah.
It was more of a mind trick. It was more of a mind trick because it would be shaped like grapes. And then you'd smell it. If you closed your eyes, it didn't smell like grapes. That was my opinion. But if you look at it and you smell it, you're like, oh, grapes.
This is
Guys,
not blowing
refresh
smoke.
my memory. Refresh my memory. This week on NWA USA, did Genocide face Ella Envy?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you trying to quiz?
I'm just making sure that this is right.
Yeah, it's correct. Genocide faced Ella Envy.
Which meant that round
one
one is over, which means that Team Pretty got knocked out by Team Rock and Roll.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah,
So
you had
it
me all
wasn't a
worried that I was
spoiler.
saying some shit that I wasn't supposed to say.
Well, I mean, just that Trevor and Red faced Dak. No, wait, that was on Power. Trevor and Red faced Dak and.
All right, it's clearly the holidays.
So, folks, I hate to tell you this, but when teams get knocked out of it, the other teams can absorb team members from them. But that'll be probably explained tomorrow night that there will be a draft.
Tune in.
That was just me trying to give people information when I probably shouldn't have. But
all
here you
these
go.
guys are eligible. Is Kinsey Page eligible to be drafted?
You have to tune in to find out, baby.
Oh my god! All right.
What was the other team that got knocked out? Do you remember?
Team Brickhouse got knocked out, and Team Fixers got knocked out. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
These guys all got knocked out.
Scroll one more time. Scroll one more time.
Let's see. Is it no Team Grape moved
Team
on?
Grape
Team
is
Rock
still
and
in
Roll
there.
moved on. Was it Team Rebellion?
It was Team Gold.
Team Gold got knocked out.
So who would you pick from Team Gold if you were going to pick somebody for your team?
Chris Mass.
Chris Adonis.
Or Adonis.
I was going to say Adonis and Markova easy.
I would say that too. All right, let's go to Team Rock and Team Pretty Empowered.
Let's see.
That is Kyle's Trapper Keeper, by the way.
No.
I'm going to get a cool unicorn on it.
I would definitely take Trevor for sure. I mean, Rhett would be a
Kenzie
good pick.
and Rhett.
But yeah, Kenzie would be good.
All right. Either way, you're going to find out
I guess
in
Luke
the
would be
coming
good too, actually,
episodes
now that I
who
say that.
gets absorbed and who gets still a shot. That's right. The teams are going to get bigger as people get drafted on.
I've been listening to Tyrus's podcast, the Wise Men podcast, and like this most recent episode, like Luke Hawks is there, and EC3, and Trevor Murdoch, and anyway, they really give each other a lot of hell about lifting and everything else. So if you've
Just
seen
like me and you,
Aaron
Gary.
Stevens' post recently, he's posting based on a challenge that comes from the podcast that he can't.
Oh, is that what that was? I cannot
Yeah.
lift 245 pounds 5 times.
Kyle, are you eligible? To
He
get
said he
drafted
could
on
he
the
could
team
bench
or no?
245, and
Yeah. And then he's like, 245 is not much. I'm like, screw you. 245 is a lot more than I am.
Are you eligible to get drafted, Kyle, or no?
I mean, I have an ankle injury and probably some other issues, so I don't
That's
think
it. Will's
I'm
gotta take
also
your
past
place.
the
He's the
point.
alternate.
I turn
I'll
40
step in.
next month, so I don't think I can be drafted. Are we talking about like the military?
and Pam's right. Sherry Shaw also on this week's.
No, I'm talking about on the team.
Look at that. No, I am not an active competitor in the National Wrestling Alliance.
I know,
He's not clear.
I put your
He's not
name
clear
in
to
the
compete.
box, so if you get drafted, don't get shot.
I really hope I don't ever have to get back into the ring because I am very small compared to everybody here.
You just
and
got in the
being
ring the other day.
Yeah, you get in the ring
Yeah, the
for
microphone
interviews
jammed,
and
but still,
to announce
you're good.
people.
Yeah,
I don't want to roll around and have to put on spandex. and
yeah.
kick
Plunkett's
people
gear
in
is
the
very
head
good, Marcus. You're correct.
anymore. I love Plunkett's gear. He's such a strong man.
I want to talk to Plunkett about his loss to Rolando during the Champion Series.
Let's get him on the show right now. I'm kidding, ladies and gentlemen. The show's about to end.
It's bumming me out. I'm like, come on, Plunky. He had a chance as an alternate to save his whole team, and took the L to Rolando.
Why are you giving him shit? Hey, that guy's beaten Matt Cardona twice. Sorry. Will.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm not
it's
saying that
facts,
Rolando's not good. I'm just saying I think
I'll
Plunky's
get Rolando
one
on
of the
here to
best.
talk shit to you.
Roided
I
cats,
think
both my
Plunky's one
shoulders
of the
are
best.
torn, so that's why I don't lift heavy.
He is, and that loss is up for review. By the way, I've submitted the tape.
Plunkett is a mechanic. He is.
I believe that he was cheated.
Ring
and
tech.
tape will
I
show.
mean, but Alex Taylor on a roll. He has been just
Yeah, he's going to
living
win
it
it
up.
for his team. Watch.
Alex Taylor just signed a contract, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
He did on a napkin.
That's right. I did see the napkin and I read it and I was like, these guys right here. I don't think that's a legal document he signed.
We made a thing about Joe Alonzo, and then all of a sudden, everybody started coming out of the woodwork. We saw Missa Kate had signed a deal with the NWA. We saw Alex Taylor signed a deal with the NWA. Kerry Morton has signed a deal with the NWA.
We were thinking about having Sandoval on the show this week, actually, guys. It did get mentioned at one point during a chat.
That literally was a conversation, Scott.
The only problem was it was roughly 1 hour before the show. So we didn't really have a lot of time to pull stuff together. But
a little tight.
Next year, 2023, that's our year.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Stan, just wait
That's
a year. All right, we got you. Mark it down.
All right, let's talk about what we're
not
hoping
much
to
into
find
it, sure.
out for Christmas and for the new year. I'm hoping to find out what the hell a gravy cake is eventually. That's what I'm hoping my holiday gift is.
Good luck. Roided Caps. I hope to find out Roided Caps in the new year is Liver King. I wonder if that's the case. You know, you guys familiar with Liver King?
Yes, he is not a real person. Can you be honest with me? What?
He is a real
Where did gravy cakes come from?
Look, it's
I don't know that we can be honest with you, Kyle.
It's Ed.
So,
and
from
Eddie
my
and-
recollection, this is legitimately what happened on the old show. This is the NWA, or this is pro wrestling. It's the bearded trio, myself, Will, and Doc. We would try to
what?
we would try to say like we said something about like it's gravy, baby, or something like that.
No, here's what happened. I'll tell the story.
Okay.
We were in a text message, group text, and Rob said something about that he loves something more than Will loves cake, is what he said. And then he followed it up directly with something about gravy more than somebody
I feel
loves
like he
gravy.
was saying something like it's like gravy or something like that. It was easy as gravy.
I just
feel like
remember
where it's
I put them both together and was like, yeah, we love gravy cake or something like
yeah,
that. And
it
then we
was
just started talking.
it's easy as that's gravy, and then somebody said it's easy as cake, and then it was like it's like gravy cake or something like that is what
You
happened.
sound like the Russian guy
seems-
from 2010 that can't get it
that
right.
seems
Piece
real.
of pie. Remember?
Kyle, you asked the
So,
question.
guys,
you
I
go
Googled
checked
it.
out.
It's
Do you remember
actually
the movie
something-
Street Fighter, like the Street Fighter movie?
It was something
Yeah,
on
Jean-Claude
it was
Van Damme
something
was
on a
in it.
cartoon called Ed, Eddie, and Eddie. And this-
Yeah. What?
Kyle
What?
faded
Kyle?
out.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
You just disappeared
Can you
for
hear
a
me?
second. We heard you say Ed,
Yeah.
Eddie.
I've been here the
Ed,
whole
Ed, and
time.
Eddie.
Oh, you mean like Tony,
That's
Tony,
super
Tony?
freaking
That
weird. No,
Yeah.
there was an
New Jack
There was
Swing?
an episode of the Cartoon Network show back in like 2006 where one of the kids is trying to sell gravy cakes out of his jacket.
Perfect.
It's-
Well, that's
How's
where
that
we got
for
it from
your
then.
ass?
Yeah, we'll take that. Anyway, we were looking for a sign off, but somewhere along the way, that just became it. Everybody enjoy.
I
your
love
Well,
gravy
it.
and also, if you guys think this show is long, boy, oh boy, let me tell you, when we first started doing this, it was Sunday nights, and we went until like 1 or 2 in the morning, and so we would just be
That sounds like my
half
type of show.
asleep. Yeah. So we would just say whatever the hell we wanted at the end, and that just stuck.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is this your brother, Kyle? Hello, brother.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. See, that is the show I googled, but I have no idea. Hello, brother. I
Cal's like on a frozen
I'm
delay.
so
We can
lost
hear
in
him,
my
but he
breath.
ain't moving.
Really? So it's all messed up now. It's because I watched Ed, Eddie, and Eddie.
You
It's
did.
like that still shot, like you're Lee Marshall on the road. Like we can hear you, but you're frozen.
Lee Marshall here. We're at a house party.
Everyone's
in the middle
talking
of
about
the
it.
City. Folks, you need to be a part of it. The Nitro parties. Lee Marshall here. One of the greatest times ever. Like you got this
Oh,
middle-aged
neat.
dude with a weird mustache that's hanging out with college kids, probably trying to drink more than they can. Just
He was the
weirdest
voice
freaking
of Tony
things
the Tiger. Come on.
I know we got to wrap up, but let me say that the Nitro parties, I think I might have said this before too.
Have you
is
been
one
to
of
a
the
Nitro
things that
party?
I never
Dealz used
had
to go
a
to Nitro parties and warehouses in the middle of the country.
No, I never did a Nitro party. Never did.
But those, like, I don't know why nobody's doing those anymore or hasn't.
it
done
probably
those
didn't
anymore.
work well for him. Otherwise, they'd do it.
It just feels
I
like
think
that
there
was
might
a cool
be an
concept.
issue as we get older and there's more cameras that, like, if you have a nitro party and some bad shit happens at your nitro party, like, that's problematic for the brand. So they're like, let's not.
17 people died at last night's Nitro
Yeah.
party.
Well, they never really showed it though. They would just they would be a bunch of drunk kids. And they'd be like, "Hey, we're here, Zabada."
I remember there was a
People
couple
might
times
send
where I
in
feel like there was
clips or
Disco
something.
Inferno next to a beer pong table somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel like every now and then people did go to nitro parties that were part of the active rosters.
I mean, it makes sense.
memories.
You should do that. Once we
Me
start
and
doing
Gene
more
love those
live
nitro
powers,
parties,
we should have
probably. You're
power
right.
parties. Is all I'm saying.
The Nitro
It'll just be
girls
us
were there,
there.
but they were never there.
Me and Gene loved those Nitro parties.
Of course,
You know
he
we did.
Get him some scotch. He was good to go.
Oh my God! All right. Anything else before we wrap this baby up? I don't think.
Merry
graphics
Christmas.
ever came in.
Happy
You
holidays.
got any videos of your weird ass boy, Sal?
That's a great point, Danny Dealz. As a matter of fact, it is about time for a moment of Sal.
Tis the season. You know, this time of year, we all talk about a man with great facial hair and brings gifts to us all. I don't want a lot for Christmas.
It's nice to see that Sal and Colby have, I guess, come to terms after their years-long feud with one another and found peace in this holiday season.
Remember that one taping that right after the pandemic, or as the pandemic was lifting, and we all thought Colby killed Sal Rinauro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I believe that was the end of the Champion Series because their match was the match that
Yeah,
decided
it
the Champion
was.
Series last
I
year.
think you're right.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, it was around the same time.
Yeah, and then Colby tried to kill him on the ring apron.
Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah.
succeeded.
He laid me out too. Little
We
prick.
should,
And then,
Forgot all about
this
do?
past week on NWA programming, Colby took an apron power bomb. So it must be the season.
Full circle.
Yeah, tis
Colby,
the season.
part of some big news. We should have him on here one more time.
What's the
as
big
the year
news?
closes
Rumor
out.
and innuendo?
Yeah, rumor and innuendo.
Look at Kyle getting
that is-
crazy.
That's true. That Colby's having a lot
And
of
if it is
success in the
rumor and
world.
innuendo, he can't say anything anyway.
I know.
I mean, it's all out in the dirt sheets.
You ain't
can check it
kayfabe
out there.
commentary. She ain't gonna tell you nothing.
He probably would actually. No, he can't ruin anything that could possibly be happening for him in the future.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
not.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
I got to get off this because I'm about to start just saying random things.
Yeah.
Brother.
All right.
I was about to be like,
everybody,
speaking of
thank
which,
you
when
so
was the last
much.
time we saw so-and-so in NWA programming? I'm going to get off this now.
Oh, you hang out till we close out. Then we'll get some for the Patreon listeners. That doesn't exist. But that's us. That's just us.
It's our
all
group.
Thank you
chat.
guys, everybody, for tuning in. Seriously, you guys have a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. We do appreciate everybody that tunes in to
Take
this
this
thing.
thing off.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we love you guys, and we'll see you next week for the New Year's version of this.
That
And,
wreath
yeah.
is perfect behind me, by the way.
Until then, everyone, please enjoy.